Hey there, Judi Jamieson the Psychic here, and welcome to Intuitive Tuesday. This week's short video lesson, I want to discuss and go over with you transmuting pain or life's bullshit into personal power. So if you're someone who's feeling like you're at your wit's end, you're ready to throw in the towel, you're afraid of the future, you don't know what in the world is going on or how to make heads or tails out of something, this video is for you. If you're new here and you are totally intrigued by all things spiritual, intuitive, and psychic, and you want to discover what your natural gifts are, how to develop them and strengthen them, and use them for personal empowerment and rocket fuel for success in this lifetime right here, you're going to want to hit the subscribe button that is right underneath this video, and I'm going to give you a second to do that right now. Alright, so before we dive into the meat and the potatoes of this video, I gotta get a couple things out there. One, make sure you hang out to the end of the video because I have 3 different kinds of freebies to enhance your intuition and psychic development for personal success and happiness. The other thing that I want to go over with you is what sparked this video was part of me felt like, maybe I'm misleading some people. A couple weeks ago, we had a full moon. And I posted on my Facebook page a picture of my fire pit. I was doing a personal cord cutting / healing ceremony. And I posted that, and I was going to share my ceremony with anybody who wanted, who had things that they needed to release. So I posted on there, comment below what it is that you want to release. And I received over 100 comments. I went through and I read every single one of them. And I even made a list of all the words, phrases, and everybody used. And then I went through and marked how many times each phrase was used. And what came up here was the big ones: fear, negativity, pain, trauma, self-doubt, blockages, anxiety, and releasing toxic people. And it dawned on me, nobody here really knows the details of my personal life and why I post the things that I post and what it was that I was cutting cords to 3 weeks ago. So I'm going to share with you some really, really deep, intimate, personal, freaking real life details about my life and how I take trauma, tragedy, grief, pain, sorrow, heartache, anger, resentment, toxic people, and transmute that shit into rocket fuel for happiness, abundance, and success. Why I do what I do for a living. For a couple months now, I kind of dropped off the face of the earth. And when I say that, I mean, I stopped doing my weekly YouTube videos. I was not consistent on my Facebook Live every Sunday. I was not consistent in my social media posting. I kind of just dropped off the face of the earth and took like a couple months off from work because I experienced an extremely traumatic, life-altering event that triggered a new kind of awakening in my personal life. Now, if you've ever gone through an awakening, a spiritual awakening, it is deep. It is rough. There's a lot of soul searching and personal evaluation that you need to go through, a lot of things that you need to release if you want to come out of it and go to the next level, the next life, not life purpose, but the next age range purpose, what your life is. Did I say that right when I say purpose? I don't know. My personal life, okay? Transmuting shit energy and pain. A couple months ago, I discovered I had fallen in love and was being taken for a freaking ride by a narcissist. Now, when I say narcissist, I'm not talking someone who just has a big ego. I am talking this dangerous, evil, in disguise, in the physical form, monster. God, where do I even freaking start with this? When I realized I had fallen in love with and fell victim to narcissistic abuse, I started to put my foot down to establish boundaries, to not be taken advantage of and violated and used and shit on anymore in this relationship. January of this year, we're in September right now. January of this year, I started going to Al-Anon meetings in my personal life. These are probably some embarrassing things that I normally wouldn't reveal, but I kind of feel like in order for me to explain how I transmute pain into personal empowerment, you gotta know where I'm coming from and what freaking happened in my life. I thought I was in love with a high-functioning alcoholic. And I noticed as time went on, my fiance was becoming increasingly out of control, angry, violent, unstable, talking in circles. It was like I had no freaking idea who this was not the person I fell in love with. This person, changed and is different. And I noticed everything in the relationship was like the life was being sucked out of me, and nothing I did worked or fixed or helped, and I just kept getting shit on and shit on and shit on. While I was going to Al-Anon meetings because I thought I was in love with the high-functioning alcoholic, somebody pointed out to me, I don't think you're in love with an alcoholic. When addicts, when they are not using, they have remorse. They do everything in their power to make amends. They feel horrible for the shitty things they did to the people that love them. And they do all the personal internal work to evaluate fixing themselves and why they hurt somebody. And they do everything in their power to make amends and get forgiveness and express their sincere sorrow for what they did. I wasn't getting anything like that in my relationship. This woman pointed out, you're in love with a narcissist. So I did some research and I realized, oh shit, yes, I got a freaking problem. This person managed to get, this is a hard one to swallow, about $45,000 out of me, total, that I know I ain't ever gonna freaking get back. This person destroyed me financially. This person did everything they could to destroy me emotionally, mentally, spiritually. I realized I was finding this person constantly in lies, and it got to the point where I just put my foot down and I started establishing boundaries. I am not gonna tolerate living in it with someone who doesn't come home for days at a time and thinks that's okay. I'm not going to tolerate living with someone who constantly shits on me and puts me down. I'm not going to tolerate living with someone who will come in and hurt me and then turn around and rescue me only to throw me back into some kind of depression and then laugh that I'm there and then blame it on me. I'm not going to tolerate someone who is fucking up their own life and wants to blame it on everybody else. I'm not gonna tolerate someone who is fucking somebody else behind my back. So I put my foot down and I ended this relationship. No more, I ain't talking it. You're no longer using me as a source of supply to feed your fragile, broken ego. When I did that, this person came home and hit me. I got hit in the face. It was not an accident. It was on purpose. This person couldn't handle that I just cut them off from a very good source of supply they were getting from me. This led me to going to therapy for PTSD. Okay, I had to go to court. I got a restraining order against this person. I have been no contact. Over the last 5 months, I've been unplugging from work and plugging back into myself so I can heal. Doing everything I need to heal and tune into me and create a new future and a new life. Because that's what happens when you experience narcissistic abuse. You have to freaking start over from nothing. During this time, finally got my groove. Things were getting back to good. I'm feeling powered up. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to freaking go and conquer the world and tune into my new future. And then the universe said, nope. No, Judi, you ain't ready. You ain't strong enough yet. We need to throw something else in there to really, really, really power you the fuck up. You know what happened 3 weeks ago? The narcissist that I discarded and ended the relationship with, one of his closest friends raped me. I was raped about 3 weeks ago. Yeah, so between narcissistic abuse, domestic violence, and rape, this is just the last 5 months of my life. So if anybody can show up not laying down, not wanting to drive their freaking car into a pole at 100 miles an hour and just end their life. Someone who knows how to say, fuck that. This is not my life. This is not how the story goes. I'm going to take all that bullshit that just came at me and I am going to use it for personal growth and empowerment. And I'm going to use that shit to empower anybody who needs it. Wait till you see some of the new videos that are going to come out going forward, because I'm just going to share with you this journey that I'm going through from healing from abuse, domestic violence, rape, PTSD, and trauma. Kind of sounds like I'm pretty fucked up right now, but I am in a phenomenal freaking place. Why? Because I claimed my power instead of giving it over to somebody else. All the posts, the inspirational posts I've been doing about goals and not taking nobody's shit, the photos that I've been showing of me doing kickboxing and losing weight, and the food that I'm eating and the healthy stuff and wearing a crown. There's a freaking reason why I do that. I do that to keep me sane, continue to be a clear, open conduit and channel to spirit so I can receive the messages that I need in order to continue to go forward and just be freaking strong in my personal life. How do I transmute shitty fucking energy into rocket fuel? Here we go. One, you got to get your mental state right. And when I say that, I'm talking about emotions, okay? I teach intuition and psychic development. Your emotions are your compass. You have to get in a space where you are not reacting based off of a negative emotion. Feel the pain, feel the negativity, kind of evaluate it, mesh with it. Don't allow yourself to freaking stay there too long, okay? Just get to a point where you're like, okay, I got it out of my system. Go do whatever the hell it is that you need to go do to get it out of your system. For me, it's going to kickboxing and punching the fuck out of a bag. Doubles as a phenomenal workout and you get a killer freaking six-pack. So, got my body, lost weight, really freaking strong, and I'm getting out that pent-up energy. Mental state. Once you're able to not react, okay, go through the emotions, and then once you're like, okay, you got it out of your system and you have a clear mental state, you're able to detach from the pain, the trauma, the negativity, the toxic shit. You're able to look at things from a different perspective. When you look at things from a different perspective, you're able to see things and connect with a different kind of energy. So once you get yourself in a really good mental state, that's when you're able to see, what can I learn from this? What is this teaching me? How can I take this and apply it to me to make myself a better person, to make the world a better place? And then the last thing that I do is just reprogram my brain. If you go through a traumatic awakening and you realize that your entire life you were groomed to take abuse and you got to heal childhood, that's what a real awakening will do to you. It will cause you to go back. Narcissistic abuse will unearth and trigger every single one of your life unhealed painful events. I'm going to save all kinds of videos for the future about narcissists and red flags and what to look for. The beauty in coming out of narcissistic abuse, if you tune into you and claim your power, you will find just how freaking strong you are. You will discover who you are on a deep soul level. You will discover what your passions are. You will discover your purpose, and it'll heal. It'll help you close a chapter to the old you, the old worldly programming of you, what other people and society programmed you, and help you break free and experience true personal freedom and empowerment. That's some really good freaking stuff, right? When you go through abuse, trauma, PTSD, stuff like that, you have to reprogram your brain. Old thought patterns, old belief systems, hearing other people's thoughts in your head. You're too sensitive. You need to get over it. Just freaking let it go. Move on. Somebody somewhere else has it worse than you. Whatever other people said to you, you hear it going on in your head, and you got to learn how to reprogram your brain. Get your mental state right, learn from it, and reprogram that shit. aka transmute the energy into personal empowerment and rocket fuel. I would like you to take a second right now and think all your shit stories, all the pain, all the trauma, all the life-altering events, all the hurtful things that have happened, and take a second and realize you're still freaking here. You're still here. And then I want you to ask yourself, are you here surviving, doing what you need to do every day just to get to the next day without having a purpose? Or are you actually living your life and your passion and thriving and growing and blooming and creating abundance and manifesting the shit out of everything that you want? They're two completely different lifestyles. So, if this video resonates with you and you want to go on this journey with me on how to survive abuse, trauma, pain, bullshit, rape, whatever your shit story is, and how to overcome it and shift it and completely open yourself up to be the person that you were designed, how you created your soul to be, you're going to want to make sure you hit that subscribe button if you didn't already. So there you go. That's what's been going on in my personal life. It ain't all frickin' roses and a bowl of frickin' cherries. It's actually really fucking rough right now. But you know what? I ain't letting it kill me, and I don't want you to let your shit storms or tragedies or bullshit that's going on to kill you either. I would love to make this a open dialogue between the two of us. The only way that's going to happen is if you comment below. So please take a second and share with me. Can you relate? Do you feel me? Are you ready to go on this journey? Have you been on this journey before? How have you overcome it? Let's have a dialogue. Comment below. Ask some questions. Tell me what's going on. Tell me how you overcame stuff. Let's just make this an open, healing, question guided forum, right? So remember I told you, hang out to the video, and I got 3 different freebies for you to kind of take things to the next level. One, if you're not sure what a narcissist is or how to spot one, if you're in a relationship where you feel like the heavens dropped this perfect person to you and now all of a sudden they're sucking the life out of you, underneath this video, the one freebie is called How to Spot a Narcissist. It'll give you, good freaking God, I don't even freaking know how many red flags to look out for. The second freebie I have for you is 21 different ways to protect and repel yourself from negativity. Really cool stuff, so especially if you're an empath and you seem to absorb and take on other people's shit, that freebie will show you how to be like, bing, have it just freaking bounce right off you and go back to the other person. The third freebie that I have for you, which is my personal favorite, if you're into cards, card reading, angel cards, tarot cards, oracle cards, I have a freebie that I put together on what I call card spreads for a badass life. These are the spreads that I use, that I created in my personal life. So to give you an example, one of them is called What the Fuck? Sometimes we go through life and we're just like, what in the is going on here? So there's a card spread that'll explain to you what the hell's going on when nothing will make freaking sense and you just need answers. I think there's like, I don't know, 5 or 6 really good ones on there. Check them out. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video and it resonated with you, do me a favor and you're looking forward to the new content that I have coming out, give it a thumbs up and share it. Share it out with your friends. Get the awareness going that you don't have to lay down and be a victim. You don't have to tolerate abuse. You don't have to tolerate shit. I got so much freaking, good fucking God, healing videos that are be coming out for you, all on personal empowerment and tuning into your gifts and spirit to help you get on the rocket and go to the freaking planet here on Earth, energetic planet that you're supposed to be on. So I think I'm going to end this video. Yeah, we went over some really good freaking stuff there, but I just wanted to connect with you on a personal level and let you know I go through this shit too. I do. I ain't exempt from any of it. So anyway, I hope you have a wonderful, phenomenal, kick-freaking-ass week, and hopefully I will see you right here next week on this channel. If you hit the subscribe button, don't forget to comment. Let's have an open dialogue with each other. I do get notifications when somebody comments, and make sure you check out the freebies that are underneath this video, okay? Have a great freaking week.